Hi, I am Skylar Church. I am a California real estate broker, but I am also a sales manager at accredited real estate schools. I have their information listed right here as well as below. So if you're interested in them, please feel free to give them a look. And so today's video is discussing how to schedule the state exam with e-licensing. So you sent in your application and you are wanting to now schedule it because you have elected to self-schedule. And so I'm going to go over the process with you so you know how to do it. So what you will do is you'll go to the Bureau's website and you'll go to e-licensing. That's where everything is, where your account is, and that's where you'll be able to schedule the exam as well as do other stuff with your account. So once you've clicked on e-licensing, and that will take you to the e-licensing login page. And so you're able to sign in or register. If you have an account already, just sign on in. But if you haven't had an account or never used e-licensing, then you're able to register. So I'm going to go over the registering, kind of the requirements on that end of it. So if you already have an account, skip forward just a little bit and I will give you the exact timestamp below for it, the time mark. So if you are registering, they basically need you to agree to the terms and conditions and all of that good stuff. Read through it. Once you've accepted it, you go on, you got to enter your social security number or and your date of birth. That's how they're able to retrieve through the database and make sure that that's you, so you can create an account and it will go with the applicable licensees, which is you. So you will then input that stuff, and then they'll say you need to create your username, your password, your email address. So you'll go on, do all that fun stuff, and then you'll be able to get on and be able to start and sign in. So you're registered. So you just sign on in with the Bureau. You'll hit examination services. That is where you'll be able to schedule the exam. And so they basically have some information there you would want to read. And from that point, you'll hit schedule new salesperson exam or broker if you're going for your brokers. And that is when they'll just kind of give you a little bit of information on it. So hit continue when you're done reading that. And you will then be able to go and have the exam, and you could choose the location you want. So for instance, they have Fresno, Los Angeles, Oakland, Sacramento, San Diego. So you could choose whichever one that you want, or you could look at a bunch of them and hit next so you can pick which one would work for you. And so for instance, you'll hit Sacramento or Oakland since those are in the Northern California region, and you would go next. And they'll tell you the options that they have for availability. And so you'll look, and so you'll be like, okay, they have one on Monday, an 8:30 a.m. session. They have a 1 p.m. As you can tell on the capacity that usually the afternoon session is fuller than the morning because not many people are morning people that like to test in the morning, especially with traffic. I know when I did my salesperson, I was like, I want the afternoon. I don't want to do the morning. But for the brokers, they only have it at 8:30 a.m. or around that time frame. And so I got stuck going in the morning. And I definitely preferred from both basically experiences I had. Afternoon was a lot better for me. The good thing about the broker's exam is they have the early morning and then the late morning because it's 2 sessions. So I got a little bit of the afternoon because I'm not a morning person. It never happens. So you'll choose the one you want, the time, and then it'll tell you the location. The great thing about this is you're able to schedule up to 6 a.m. on the day of the exam. So you're not having to register a month in advance. You can be like, you know what, I'm confident, I'm ready, I want to take it. Today's, it's Monday at 5 a.m. I want to schedule my exam for Monday at 1 p.m. the same day. You could do that. They've gotten very sophisticated. Back a few years ago, you had to be at least 2 weeks out for scheduling. Now you can pretty much do it right away. So you pick your date, you circle it for the check one, and then you go and you hit next, and you'll be able to it'll tell you exactly what the time, what exam it is, location, all that good information that you need. And then you'll hit next when you have it. And from that point, you'll either have to pay for it if you're retaking the exam, or if you already sent in your application and this is your first exam, the fees are already in there, so you do not have to pay for it because you already paid for it. And then you'll hit pay, and you will be getting a notice. So now you'll be done, whether or not you hit next because it was already paid for. If you're paying for it now, you will then have the notice, and you'll want to print that out because that's what you need to bring with you to the bureau when you're testing, because it has your information as well as a barcode, so they're able to scan you in and make sure everything gets lined up. You also need to have your proof of identification when you go to take the state exam. So those two pieces of documentation are very, very important when you are taking the state test. But once again, I am not the Bureau of Real Estate. I'm not affiliated with them. This is just for general information on the process of scheduling a state exam if you are deciding to self-schedule with e-licensing. Always contact the Bureau for current up-to-date information. Here's our information right here. But if you have any questions, general questions, we are more than welcome to help you out, and just comment below with any questions, or give us a call or send us an email. I'm Skylar. I'm with Accredited Real Estate Schools, and thanks for watching.